Hello everyone, I am back. I am kind of going to keep my voice a little bit low. My mom is asleep in the other room, but I'm just so excited to get this deck that I cannot wait to unbox it. And lots of surprises, okay? Um, First of all, number one, as you can see, is the size, okay? Okay. Oh my gosh, I'm just all over the place. I'm just so excited. Okay, well, first of all, this deck was given to me by my mama for my birthday, and along with the Ostara Tarot, but that one will not be coming in until May 28th. I just saw the update on Schiffer. But looks for sure that should be it. That deck has been like postponed so many times. It was supposed to come last year in spring, so they thought nothing really happened, and then in like towards the end of the year of 2016, they finally said. But then this one was also announced at the same time, along with a bunch of other cards that I really really want. But these two, I said, you know what, these two I want for sure. So she ordered them, and hopefully that will come by May 28th at the soonest is when we're expecting it, and if not, so yeah. But first of all, I thought it was just gonna be. It said 53 cards for divination and gameplay. I thought it was going to be a normal sized playing cards. No, as you can see, this box is much larger. This is what I thought the box was gonna look like. I thought it was gonna be like the dead on paper playing card tarot system, similar to that. Just that what she did was she combined the major arcana into the minor arcana with this one, and also I can just tell that this box is amazing. Okay, so like when I got the package, I'm like, oh, it's a little bigger than what I expected. So yeah, let's go into opening this. Always carry scissors when you know you're going to have an unboxing around. And I probably didn't make a big enough hole. I don't want to like scratch into it because it's a really nice box. It's like a linen finish kind of. How can I describe this box well enough? But this is what I'm feeling from just the box. Hold on. There we go. Okay. So yeah, this is like around $10, I believe, right now. So it's really not that expensive. And looking at the packaging, oh, that's just a little paper. So yeah, those are some of the cards that you're gonna see here, and it looks beautiful. Oh my gosh, this box for $10. My God. So now I'm looking at other publishers, and I'm like, okay, so these people just released this on Amazon for $10. And it's this nice packaging. I don't know how big the cards are. The cards might be smaller than in the box, and the guidebook might be what's making the box so large. Doesn't seem like it because out of the images that I've seen in the cards, so yeah. But anyways, this is like compared to a normal Rider-Waite Smith, and this is probably the biggest tarot deck that I own, and the box completely like devours that. But we're gonna compare card sizes later. Let's see. Ooh, oh my gosh, look at that. Nice matte finish on the book. Oh yeah, these cards are big. We're gonna go to that first. But first, let's look at the guidebook. Origin of the Tarot, reading the cards, the layout. Let me see, past, present, future. Okay, so what she does is, let's see, any changes? Nope, typical. Clubs, wands, diamonds, coins, hearts, cups, spades, swords. Diamonds could also be pentacles, So yeah, I like how this is. I like how the design of the little white book is. You get the image of the card. So it's the Ace of Clubs, which is strength, overcoming desire, building trust, and courage. I do like that because, honestly, recently, while looking at cards, I'm not going to show all the pictures because we're going to see them in the cards. But recently, looking at tarot, you can see the major arcana repeated, whether in combination of certain cards or in minor arcana itself. Kind of like how the Four of Coins can have oh my gosh. Oh, okay. This is very different linen finish, but it's still really nice. And it comes with a nice ribbon, so you can easily pull it out. This is really good packaging. Let's see if I can put that. No, I can't. I tried to be funny, but no. Oh my gosh, this box, though, is so nice. For $10, I'm shook. Okay. Nice. Seems, based on one card, it's really thick cardstock, but yeah, we're gonna go through this right now. Actually, I'm going to keep the guidebook close to me because, like I said, she combined some of the major arcana into all the cards. So yeah, let me, well, I think that's good enough. Yeah, it's actually a really good size. Look at how big that is. Okay, you know what? Let's see for sure, definite, the card differences. So here's Margaret Peterson, because I'm so surprised as to how big it is. Pretty much close to the size of the Margaret Peterson. Let's compare it to a normal average tarot sized. Here's the US Games, my favorite, my Albano weight. Here we go. Yeah, it's like a little, it's like a bit taller than the Fool, than the card, and definitely way wider. So yeah, I'm surprised at the size. Like I said, I thought it was going to be around the same, like the same dimensions as the, oh my gosh, what's it called? The, I'm drawing a blank here. Oh my gosh, the Arcana Tarot playing cards by Dead on Paper. Go check out Kelly from the Truth and Stories walkthrough of that. She did an amazing job. She always does. Come on. Anyways, the lamination or the finish on it isn't necessarily like the typical linen. It's very horizontal only. There's no cross horizontal line making that little complete linen finish. It's just like ridges, which isn't bad actually. It still does. I think it should still. Ooh, okay. I'm really excited to try and shuffle that. Let's see. Okay, so here we go. 2 of clubs. It might be the lovers. Let me see. Let me see which cards are which. Nope. Okay. Okay. So it says a passionate conversation or debate. I love that. We need more of those cards rather than like the 5 of clubs. Looks just it's like the closest card to that as far as I can see. But you know, but it's just more looks more like butting heads rather than having a mature conversation or debate. Anyways, 3 of clubs here. Efforts rewarded, success in business. Like that. 4 of clubs, solid foundation, stability, and celebration. Typical. Okay, here we have the 5 of clubs now, which is the devil, temptation, attachment, control. Very different from the typical 5 of clubs. 6 of clubs. Moving forward, this one is the tower, as you can clearly see. 7 of clubs is vigilance, struggle to stay ahead. Oh, 8 of clubs. This is a card that I've seen and I just love it. Repetition, swift movement to create stability. Look at that. It's beautiful. I would like these as like, I'd like these as art prints or like, I don't know, like, I like how they're reversible too. Look at that. Oh my gosh. Well, some of them. Here we have the sun, clarity, simplicity, new life. 10 of clubs, responsibility or burden. Typical. You have the jack of clubs, enthusiastic pursuit of a new venture, which is, I think that's a cat. So yeah, here we have the queen. Oh, look at her. She's like a tiger. Oh my gosh. Confidence and strength, and she still has her black cat with her. Well, it's blue, but. And then here we have the king of clubs, which is also the magician here. Skill and transformation. It looks like a lion. So yeah, it's going to be very difficult if you guys like astrological associations with it, because obviously if he's a lion, then he could be strongly associated with Leo, and thus the magician is also associated with Leo rather than the planetary sign of Mercury, I believe. So yeah. Ace of diamonds, the world. Peace, travel, open-mindedness. The 2 of diamonds, the high priestess. Oh, look at her. Oh, I love it. Juggling, multitasking. 3 of diamonds, craftsmanship, successful collaboration, admiration. Typical 3 of pentacles or diamonds or coins. But I love it. I just love the artistic work here. Here's the 5 of diamonds, hesitation, to help others, preoccupation with material possessions. Again, typical. Fine, wow. I just like how it looks. It's just... Oh. Now, I will say that most of these cards could be... I'm looking at this, and I'm seeing some of them have like that 3-dimensional kind of poking out beyond the borders on some parts. But, so if you guys want to just trim off these big, thick borders. I guess you could, but it'll be a little bit difficult on some of the cards, especially on like some of the previous cards. I want to say like the ace of, or where'd you go? I can't remember. One of the cards in the back. Let me see. Where like a lot was like coming out beyond the borders. Yeah, like the ace of clubs, as you can see here, how like the lion's mane is just all over the place. So anyways, here we have the Hierophant, as you can guess, with the cross keys and his triple crown. The Six of Pentacles. Charity, harmony, cooperation. Let's look at the back. There we go. I'm like, I don't know why I'm not wait a second. I'm like, I feel like I'm forgetting to do something. I keep going like that and then like that. And I'm like, wait, no. Inefficient. Hold on. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Here we have the moon, it looks like. Or no, the star. Here we go. Yeah, hope and healing, because it looks very similar to the sun. So be careful with that. Here we have the Eight of Pentacles and coins. I like how she's like making a quilt. I feel like sewing and like tapestries and whatnot take a really long time. So comfort achieved through work and persistence. Here we have the Hermit. Oh, it's a Nautilus. Sacrifice without regret. Self-care. Different. Nine of Diamonds. Oh wait, no, it's because of the Nine of Coins, right? Nine of Coins. Which one's that one? I'm trying to remember the imagery on the Nine of Pentacles when I should just be looking at it through the Rider-Waite-Smith. But anyways, 10 of Diamonds, a choice of security over risk, enjoyment of wealth. Let's look at it reversed and upright. Very different on each side, but I think it's the same. Anyways. Jack of Diamonds, fascination, wonder, scholarship. The Queen of Diamonds, look at her. Bond between the internal and external. I love that. Mastery, not control of nature. That I agree with. Oh my gosh, look at that. He looks like he's so meditative. The King of Diamonds, generosity. Looks like all this stuff coming out of him. All these coins look like they're giving out to everyone. Happiness found in nature or spirituality, like I said, meditation, kind of like Buddha. Ace of Hearts, emotional, spiritual, or creative flow. I like that. So it is Rider-Waite-Smith, but it's very what is it, like unchristianized. So if you guys don't like the Christian imagery or the religious imagery in the Rider-Waite-Smith, you can like this is one of those decks that you like because you want to learn with the Rider-Waite-Smith system. It's one of those, but keep in mind the major arcana is mixed into the minor arcana. Temperance, balance, moderation for the Two of Hearts. The Three of Cups, a party or celebration. Typical. Lots of them are just typical Rider-Waite-Smith meanings. Four of Hearts, hesitation to try something new. Fear of repeating past mistakes. Not necessarily what I see. Usually I see that as self-centeredness and procrastination and avoidance. So I guess avoidance, yeah, but not so much. It's not like the main focus for it usually. For me, but again, with the imagery, I can totally get that. She looks like she's definitely doesn't want to really like think about that, but it's in the back of her mind. Anyways, Five of Hearts, learning from mistakes, moving forward. Look at that. Six of Hearts, the Lovers. I like these faces that she puts in here. I love that. I think that's how all the sixes are. I'll have to check. Let me see real quick. In the back, where's the double? Yeah. Oh no, that's a 5. Here we have the Seven of Hearts, secrets, imagination, new feelings. Yeah. Again, we have the lady, the snake, the treasures, the sun rising here. We have these flowers, and then a city. Very different. Here's the moon. Subtlety, mystery, instinct for the Eight of Hearts. Again, taking more of the moon meaning into there. The Nine of Cups, Nine of Hearts, selfishness, excess. Yep, totally see that. The Wheel of Fortune, plan set in motion. plan set in motion. The Jack of Hearts, unconscious thoughts coming to the surface, contemplation. I like how they have just the fish coming out of the cup with this card, because that's like one of my favorite things about the Page of Cups. Queen of Hearts, the Empress, fertility, responsibility to nature. You see, here, I think the Empress would have been perfect for the Queen of Diamonds. Don't y'all think? Here we have the King of Hearts, sensitivity and creativity channeled into professional success. Yeah. The Ace of Swords. Oh, I love this Ace of Swords. Reminds me of a deck that I really, really, really want, and I just, oh my gosh, I don't know what is going on with the second printing of it. I don't know if he's delayed it or he's putting it to the side for now, but I want the creator, or not him, it's a she. I hear the Jonas Jaus tarot, and I hear that name, and it sounds really masculine, but it's probably because I pronounce it and read it wrong. Anyways. Focus and clarity. It reminds me because of all the flowers and stuff like that around there. Really similar. Oh, look at the Two of Swords. Oh my god. The Hanged Man. Yes, peace through self-discipline, freedom from distraction. Oh, love that. Three of Spades, moving beyond sorrow, understanding one's own feelings. Yes, yes, yes. Four of Spades, death, the cycle of creation, destruction, and renewal. I would see that more as, actually, because I see that as, mostly because of the Marielle, things of the Marielle, but the Marielle, again, changes the meanings to some of the cards and makes it its own through combinations of pretty much all tarot. But with the Three of Spades, that's the one that looks more like transformation. She said it's like the doves and the swords mating, and it's like obviously painful for the doves, but the doves then transform into eagles, and that seems very much like the death card to me. But again, it still fits it. Five of Spades, possible disappointment, a difficult opponent. Gambling, the Six of Swords, typical, sailing forward, moving, leaving worries behind, a transition. Yes. Oh, here he comes, the Chariot. A triumph, breakthrough, and an intentive solution. That. Here we have justice, reason, fairness. Not necessarily for the Eight of Swords. I usually see that as entrapment. Nine of Spades, the thoughts that keep a person awake, a struggle to make sense of events. Yep. The Ten of Swords. Okay. Oh, judgment, waking up, an announcement. Okay. Get it. Now I'm gonna have to see the correlation from Judgment to the Ten of Swords and even the Rider-Waite-Smith. Caution, potential, with the Jack of Clubs. I like this. Very typical, like the playing cards. Here we have the Queen of Swords. She looks like Jeanne d'Arc. Queen of Spades, strategy, intelligence, or ambition. Or she looks like Arya from Game of Thrones. Or actually the waif that is training her. King of Spades, the Emperor with the ram's head. Wisdom, experience, and authority. Oh, look at that. The Fool. What is that? Freedom and fearlessness. What is that, though? She doesn't say. Anyways, and that is it. Let's see. An illustrator and designer. She has illustrated books and products of a variety of clients, and has worked as Sesame Workshop and Nickelodeon Magazine. The Illuminated Tarot is her first work as both an author and illustrator. Caitlin is a graduate of Rhode Island School of Design and lives and works in Brooklyn, New York. For more, visit CaitlinKeegan.com. I think that's it. Let's see. The Illuminated. Okay, so yeah. Personal project, embarked 2015. Yeah, I am shocked by this card deck. So yeah, let's just give it a nice shuffle. And I might do a few readings later. I don't know, some other time, next week. Ooh, really thick cardstock. A little difficult to shuffle. So yeah, I think it might do with trimming. I'm not sure, because I think I've said it somewhere before, but I'll repeat it again if I haven't. But that if you shuffle, eventually this will probably like loosen up, but if you shuffle, if you make the cards smaller with the cardstock, it's gonna make the cardstock, it's gonna make the cards even harder to shuffle. So like the Mary L, as you can see, if you trim it down to its very smallest size, it's gonna be very difficult to shuffle after that. It's much better for overhand shuffling, I feel. But the art is just beautiful. Really nice. I think it does need to do with the proper linen finish though, but I do like the lamination on it though. It could be better, like typical playing cards where you get cross hatching. I'm not sure if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that there on the blue right there, kind of. You see that cross hatching here. You just see it as just vertical lines. So yeah, that's the only tiniest of criticism I have for this deck, but even then it's still an amazing deck, and I highly recommend it if you guys want a playing card oracle, just whether to play solitaire or playing card games, but also to divinate at the same time. Combine one into another, so you can bypass those challenges that say, oh, you only have so and so decks to take with you. Which ones will you take? I'd be like, okay, I'm taking this one. So yeah, and I think it's great for beginners, I feel. Just a quick little intro to tarot, actually, but there's a lot more. There's a few changes to it. So that's the only disclaimer if you want to learn tarot and you're looking at this deck. So yeah. Maybe for like experienced beginners, maybe. But yeah. Or like the Wildwood, if it's your first deck, note it and realize that it's a separate system from other decks. But this is really, really Rider-Waite-Smith. It just has a few exceptions, and even then, you can still find those meanings in the Rider-Waite-Smith. It's just my personal meanings that I give to them. And this box, my god, this is a really nice box, nice and thick. Oh my gosh, and look at this. Okay, but yeah, that has been my walkthrough of the Illuminated Tarot. Oh my gosh, just so beautiful. Again, I'm surprised at the size that it came in. Look at that, and the edges are all, oh my gosh. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys add this to your collections, because I think it is a must. So yeah, I'll see you guys in another video. Bye.